This is Braggin's Adventures. Hey everybody, it's Andrew with Braggin's Adventures, and today we're going to check out the Holiday Inn at Disneyland. So it is literally located directly behind the parking structure, the Mickey and Friends parking structure, and it is walking distance to downtown Disney and the theme parks with a fairly easy walk, which was a very, very pleasant surprise. Way back when, I remember Magic Way was closed there on the street this hotel's on, but it's open now. It's a very pleasant walk from this hotel. Doesn't feel like it's too rough, and honestly, I feel like it's about the same distance as if you were, walking back to one of the hotels on Harbor Boulevard. This is a contender for one of my favorite hotels in Anaheim now. Beautiful lobby space, well appointed. Plenty of room for you to sit down and maybe work on your laptop, or for the kids to hang out. There's a little kids area that's playing movies. Really cool little gift shop spot, and then they do have this restaurant slash bar in there, which I'll get to later in the video. Really nice looking fitness center, all things considered. A lot of these smaller hotels, their fitness centers kind of feel like they might have been a afterthought, like, oh, we got to turn one of these hotel rooms into a fitness center and throw $100 worth of equipment in there. This one feels like it was designed to be a fitness center, and it's got a nice selection of equipment for you to use. We didn't get the chance to use it on this trip because, well, let's just say we were having a good time at the parks. But I definitely would, and I think it's nice that it kind of overlooks the little outside pool splash area. Anyway, while we're on the subject of the pool, we did get to enjoy the spa here. It was very nice. It's a large pool area. It does close down at 10 o'clock. And they are very strict about that. They will come at 9:59 and stand there, and then they'll hand you towels and say, time to head out. Do wish some of these hotels would have their spas open later, but that's a personal thing. Anyway, let's take a look at the restaurant. We did not get to do this breakfast buffet I'm showing you here. We had plans to do it, but then, we kind of just decided we wanted to get back to our cat and get some work done. So we left early without using it, even though I had prepaid for it, and they would not refund it, which I thought was kind of a bummer, but it's my fault for prepaying it and not using it. It looked like a pretty decent buffet. Might have been a little pricey for what it was, because I have had at least similar looking food at some of the free buffets at other hotels, or the included breakfast buffet. Again, though, I didn't get to sample, so I can't speak to the quality of it, but the selection was very similar to what I've seen at some free or even some less expensive buffets in this one. They also had that cool bar area, but again, it closes at 9 p.m., so it seems early for a bar at a hotel to close down. We did try their pizza from the restaurant. Again, we had to grab that before 9 p.m. too. I don't think it's well thought out, at least for their late night kind of snacky foods like the pizza and then the bar. Close at 9, especially on a Saturday night. It just seems early to me.
It's pretty good for hotel restaurant 9 p.m. pizza. So some of this is raw pineapple in here that just got warmed, and then some of this got actually charred. The charred pieces probably taste a lot better. It's a serviceable piece of pizza. You know what it tastes like? Is the old Disneyland pizzas that you used to get as a kid, the round one. It was like $8 back in the 80s. It's serviceable. Not a great slice by any means, but edible. It's gonna hit my spot for pizza tonight. I do wish they were open later though. I think it's a shame that they stopped doing food here at 9 p.m. Especially on a Saturday when the park's open till midnight. People might want that late night snack, and they don't have that option here. We snuck in just under the wire to get this, but I'm glad we did, because it's serviceable. It's better than a frozen pizza.
All right, guys, let's take a look at the room tour now. We stayed in room 3514. Honestly, before we get too deep into this, we liked it so much we actually ended up staying a second night unplanned. we called them up and said, hey, can you book us for the second night while we were in the park? If you haven't yet, take a moment to click that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and also come over and chat with us on social media. We're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and we love interacting with you. All right, here's the typical alarm clock. The reason every hotel is still putting on a nightstand, even though we all have cell phones. Our room, the view was nothing spectacular. We were overlooking the kids' splash pad, which looked pretty cool. If I had some young kids, I'm sure they'd have a blast hanging out there. But for the most part, we were looking at the back of the post office. Window unit AC, pretty standard AC. It did a good job of cooling the room down. Nice little desk area, which, as you saw previously, was a good spot to eat pizza. The TV is a decent size. And you know, the drawer space, and then we dug that little shelf underneath the TV. But the best part of all, you see it right there. There is a sleep timer button for this television. Cute little chair. It felt kind of random in the space. And they have this little, I'm gonna call it the kitchen area. It's the fridge, the microwave, and then the coffee pots, all kind of in this one little area here. Fridge was a good size, especially for a hotel fridge. It actually felt slightly larger, more like an apartment fridge. Closet space, nothing special about it, just standard closet space. This felt like a slightly larger than normal hotel room, but not like the biggest hotel room we've stayed in. I did like the bathroom setup with the large vanity space here, and then a separate water closet. You know, it got the job done as far as bathrooms go. I will say though, we do enjoy the Dove products that they have at this hotel. It's nice to see like some high quality lotions and soaps and shampoos and that kind of stuff. Alyssa really enjoyed that makeup wipe too, by the way. That was a nice touch. All the towels that you get, but unfortunately they're all in here in the water closet, and they're well, you know, right above the toilet, and we all know how I feel about that. It seems like a lot of hotels like to hang their towels right above the toilet, and that's just gross to me. I can't explain why. I don't know. It's just gross to me. The tub was a reasonable bathtub. It got the job done. The shower head was nice and high, which I definitely appreciate as a taller person. Especially, you know, we've stayed in quite a few hotels this year, and some of them just, you know, they're so low, I feel like I gotta get on my knees to even get my head wet. So I do appreciate the taller space there. Plenty of mirrors, check yourself out, and you know, make sure you're all dressed appropriately. Pretty decent room overall, guys. I've got very little complaints other than the fact that there's nowhere to hang towels by the bathroom sink, and I've had that complaint in a couple of hotels. I absolutely think it's ludicrous there's not a decent spot to hang a hand towel, but life is what it is, and I don't own any of these hotels, so I can choose whether or not to spend my money there or not in the future. Overall, though, definitely is a contender for one of my absolute favorite hotels in the Disneyland Resort or the Anaheim Resort area. It got the job done. And a nice little touch here is that if you're a member of their rewards program, you get this little welcome bag when you arrive. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next adventure. Bye-bye.